I feel like for me to succeed at being an adult, I have to be as delusional as I was when I was a kid. I just got this crazy bill today. I almost cried when I looked at it, and I had to tell myself, money isn't real. Money comes and goes. It's just a green paper. It is nothing that's coming out of your account right now. Money isn't real. I'm just gonna keep telling myself that it's all imaginary. It's all fake. It's all a concept, because I don't like adulting. I don't like it. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like it.
Hello everyone, this is Emmanuel Cook. We will be reacting to a new video today, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's get into the video.
The way people have no problem getting you into debt. For example, me and my friends have been experiencing intense level of peer pressure, whether it's from family, people that we know, to buy cars, to get into debt. Yes, people want to be like, oh yeah, I know so-and-so and they drive a nice car. Like, I'm sorry, I know you don't like my Toyota Camry, but it's debt free. Like, I'm not paying any payments every month. I'm not doing that. It gets me from A to B. Like, why would I want a spaceship that cannot go into space? It's useless. Although, like, I like some of the interior, you know what I mean, of certain cars. Like, it feels very expensive. It's nice, I'm sure. But Habibtis, I'm gonna wait until my business does really well, and so then I can maybe then use it as a business expense or something like that. But I'm not gonna pay $60,000 over many years. So it's like a whole lot more, just so I can flex to a bunch of people I genuinely don't care about. People just don't care, and they will watch you with a smile as you make the worst decision of your life. I feel like this happens also with houses, but I'm gonna mind my business.
Like, one thing that's not talked about that much when you start to like progress and make more money in your career is how much your parents still have such a big influence over your decisions, even though you're a grown person making your money, doing your own thing. Like, for example, I just recently got a new job. I'm making a lot more money than I was making before, and I finally feel comfortable enough to actually start looking for a house. But the thing is, though, even while I'm looking for this house, I still have it in my mind, like, I have to get a house big enough with enough rooms one day to potentially like fit my mom, like if she needs help or assistance or whatever. And it's one of those things that I feel like never escapes people who grew up in not the most privileged way. Like, the decisions you make, especially financial, are always gonna have your parents in the back of your minds. Like,
so I want to talk about pressure to spend money. I just got off the phone with a good friend of mine who was recently invited to a birthday dinner and ended up telling her friend that she couldn't go because she, just recently got out of school, is trying to start her own company and prioritize her, paying off credit card debt and starting to save, and would love to show her love for this person in another way, like maybe take a walk or spend some time with them personally. And their friend got pretty upset about that. Their friend kind of took that as, they don't really prioritize them, and even kind of suggest they're showing less love for them. And before, you kind of get upset about, oh, that person throwing the birthday party must be so awful and vain. Try to put yourself in their shoes. When your friend tells you they can't come to your birthday party, I think the immediate typical reaction is, darn, why? That sucks. So have empathy there. But what I don't think enough people talk about is like how we express love and understanding how people need to receive love. I think for a lot of us, or many, or maybe you, maybe not, see money as a form of showing love. So, whether it's through a holiday gift or a birthday present, spending money is a way of showing your love for others. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's that person's love language, even though they might think it is. For instance, I'm not sure if you've ever taken a love language exam, but I used to think that, love was shown through gifts and gift giving, but I realized that I'm more of an acts of service and physical touch person. And it's interesting that we don't really ask our friends what their love language is, nor accept if it is different than showing gifts. Do we actually accept it? I also think that millennials have grown up in this society where, you know, we often experience economic hardship, crippling debt, student loans, all the things, can't buy houses. Yet we don't talk enough about the pressure to spend money and show our wealth online that contributes to even more anxiety. And I think we have a lot of power to change that just through conversation. So I just encourage you, next time your friend says, you know, maybe I'm feeling financial stress or don't want to spend money, try to have a little bit of empathy toward them, because they might be able to show you love in other ways. We all deserve a little bit more empathy around money, which is causing us all a lot of stress right now.
So I just paid all my bills and I'm highly upset about it. I want to be a responsible adult, but I don't want to be a responsible adult. I want that money to be sitting in my account, but I can't. And it really pisses me off, because why can't I just have money in my account? Why whenever an influx of money comes in, there's a big ass purchase that has to happen? Like my heating unit, the fucking motor and the HVAC just went out. Like, why can't I just keep money in my account? This was one of my biggest modeling jobs that I got paid for, and I can't even do nothing with it that I want. I wanted to go shopping. And no. Gotta buy a new fucking motor for an HVAC. I did not choose to live this life. Why was I not born as a Nepo baby? Why is this my life?
You know the best feeling? When all your bills are paid, all your debt, all that good stuff is taken care of, and you still have a few extra dollars left over for play money or savings or whatever you choose to do with it. I have not felt this kind of relief in a good minute. Like legit, last year I had car trouble and I went last May and purchased a car off the lot, which in my opinion was the worst mistake, because now I have a car payment. I've never purchased a vehicle off the lot. I've always gotten them side of the road deals and stuff like that. Took them, had them inspected, had them fixed up back to where they need to be, and kept it pushing. But last year circumstances put me to where I had to, like, the only choice I really had was to go ahead and just grab something off the lot. That was really my only option. So I went ahead and did that last year. The excitement was it was a new vehicle. But the downside is the car note. And since my credit wasn't that hot, the interest rate was just crazy. But anyway, all of my bills are caught up, and I have a few extra dollars that will be going into savings or to whatever else I needed to go to. But I'm just happy I can breathe again.
In my last video, I was talking about how having a paid off car is so underrated. And this person commented that her and her husband drive a 2013 Kia Sportage, and her husband is made fun of for not having a Tesla. But she said they're the real winners because they have no car payment. And I get like wanting to show off, you know, your Tesla and thinking it's so cool and whatever, like spending your money the way you want. But then also making fun of other people for not wanting to spend money the same way you do. Like, that's just so ridiculous. And good for her and her husband for not giving in to that peer pressure or like need to keep up with the Joneses and get a Tesla. That's really hard when people around you aren't supportive of your smart financial decisions. And that's why I love TikTok and Instagram and like the different personal finance communities you can find online, because sometimes the people you're surrounded by in real life are not going to get what you are doing with your money, and you need that support and encouragement. So I think you guys are doing a great job. You're really smart. I'm sorry that people are being mean about that. That's just dumb.
Everyone that I know in their 20s right now, this is how they're surviving. Number one, credit card debt. The girls are in debt. The credit card bill, high. The second way that we are kind of surviving our 20s is by not paying rent. Rent is a huge expense, and if you are able to live at home with a parent or live with a partner, if you have roommates, That's another way. That's another hack. Rent is probably the biggest expense for a lot of us in our 20s. So if you are able to not pay rent, that is probably a hack. That is probably key. Number 3, a lot of you think that you're slick and that we don't know. But we know, honey, you are scamming. You're scamming. This is a no judgment zone though. So do what you gotta do. I could never do it. However, I get it. Times are hard. This economy is crazy. But yeah, babes, we know. The 4th is, honestly, some people just have good jobs and they're good at managing their money. Some people have a decent salary and they manage their money well, so they're able to invest and they have cash flow coming in, so they're able to live the life that they are portraying on social media, and that's just that. Of course, there are more, but those are the 4 that came to mind when I saw this tweet.
Okay, thank you very much for this question. Elaborate on family pressure on family. This is with respect to the last video I made on finance. Now, I would like to say this. No one is saying the man or the woman in a relationship shouldn't help their family members. As a matter of fact, as Christians, as children of God, we are expected to give. But the truth is that what I mentioned in my video was constant family pressure being a red flag. It is a red flag if an individual cannot take care of themselves because there is constant pressure from the family, especially in the area of finance. It is a red flag if the man cannot pay his bills because he has to attend to external family needs. Now, I am not saying that you shouldn't, give to your parents. It's important that we honor them. But there should be boundaries in everything we do in this life. There should be common sense should be applicable, especially when it has to do with giving. Now, I've seen family members that you give, and at the end of the day, they feel entitled. Some people do not, work because they rely totally on what a brother or a sister or whoever is giving to them. It makes them lazy. Now, this is where I will say apply common sense. If your partner is one that gives without boundaries, if he is the one that gives without considering his wife or considering the future, that is actually a red flag. If he gives and if there's constant pressure from his family to give to the detriment of his own life, of his own personal life, personal investment, savings, that is a red flag. You need to look at that critically. I am not saying you should leave a man or woman because of that. When I say there is a red flag, I mean you should be able to talk about this with your partner and think twice if you can move on with this person or not. Because trust me, whatsoever you see in a relationship, it multiplies in marriage. Ask yourself this question: will I cope with this? I hope this blesses somebody today. I love you, and I'll see you later.
Like, when a woman makes a man feel pressure to spend money, I think it's so bad. Like, I've been in situations where I've just felt so uncomfortable, like, not because of the money, but just because I barely know the person and they're suggesting I get them this and that. And I'm like, yo, why would I do that? I literally barely know you. And it's like, it's such an unattractive, like, quality. It's almost like they speak in a tone where they sound like they deserve your money, and it's that shit baffles me. I'm like, yo, literally, how can you even request those kind of things? It's like, nah, they put so much just unnecessary pressure on mandem, and it's like, that shit needs to just change. Like, that shit needs to change. And man also be spending money unnecessarily to flex for women they barely know, and it's like, yo, save your money. I know you got bills, I know you got other people, I know you got family to look after, I know you got stuff to do, and like, you just end up feeling pressured into spending money you don't really or can't afford to be spending on unnecessary things, and you do it because of like society pressures or female pressure. And it's like, yes, you just got to take yourself out of that space and realize, like, yo, you need to focus on the real important stuff in life and save your money and save your financials and, be productive with that money.
Man, if this isn't the truth, this is so true. So many people feel entitled to your money. Like, why? I don't have to give you a penny. I don't freaking know you. Who are you? You have the nerve to be asking me for money. Go get your own money. Go make your own money. Like, what is wrong with people these days? They feel so entitled that you have to help them. And these are the same people who will never help you in return. These are the same ones. They feel like you owe them something. Like, I don't owe you a thing. I don't owe you anything. And no, I'm not helping you. Like, I actually hate people who do that. All they think about is me, 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 me. That's it. Nobody else but themselves. And I have experienced these types of people in the past. And I don't deal with those people now. I cut all of those people off a long time ago. No regrets. A quick reminder, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And let's continue the video.
Can we just talk for a minute about money, all right? Can we just talk for a minute about constantly struggling for money? Because I am getting sick to fucking death of it now. I am at my wit end, okay, of struggling for money. And then the government think it's a clever idea, like, sat in their fucking chairs, to increase everyone's average household outgoings by about £115 a month. That's me on the fucking House of Commons in a minute, because I'm getting fucking sick to death of this shit. I'm sick to death of it. I just think at the end of the day, we're all struggling, okay? The average household is struggling to pay their rent, not being able to make their rent, not being able to pay for shopping for a full month, not being able to fill the fucking car to take your kids to school or nursery. Then you think, I know, let's raise it, £115 extra a month, fuck 'em. Population needs to be decreased anyway. Fucking wankers.
Okay, so taxes on our money. This isn't a political channel, but this is weighing on my mental health. And what I mean by this is my finances. Fucking working 7 days a week at 2 different jobs. One of my jobs, I'm a manager, super stressful at times. I've been there 18 years and I do get overtime there. On average, 10 hours a week. But sometimes it can be more if I work a Saturday. Now, I've gotten a second job where I just work at a gas station. It's laid back. It's 16 hours, right? It's from 6 to 2 on Saturday and Sunday. So yes, I won't be able to take the overtime from the other job because of this, but this one's guaranteed where the other one's not always guaranteed. And I need that money right now. I need some guaranteed income. It's getting like really slow at work. The purse strings on the potential customers has gotten a little tight. It's been a crazy ride, right? Inflation, shit's fucking expensive. Nobody's going out to buy things when it's a high ticket item, and we sell high ticket items. Okay, so back to the taxes. I don't give a fuck about anything else, about any other policy. I don't give a fuck about the person. I want my taxes back. If it has to start with just overtime taxes and then it morphs into all federal income taxes, yes. If they're going to give a dividend check or whatever the fuck they're going to call it, I don't give a fuck what you call it. Give me my fucking money. And you better not tax the money, and you better not put it on my yearly fucking income. No, just give me the fucking money. Now I get it. We're getting crumbs. We're owed a lot fucking more. And please, when you hear me say this, don't all of a sudden, if you're on a certain side, get all fucking freaked out because of what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm pro something. I am just saying I am fucking pro. I need fucking money. I'm stressed the fuck out. I have 1 income household and a 13-month-old at home. It's fucking stressful, man. It's stressful. Do I live within my means? Pretty much. Do I spend on certain things that I could cut out? Yes, I spend it on alcohol is the only fucking vice that I spend it on. I understand that. But what the fuck? Woosah. I haven't been on here in a while. Just kind of venting to you guys. My counselor just moved away, so I haven't been able to talk to her for a while now. And maybe that's been building up too. Obviously, finances in a relationship are... I fucking hate it. It sucks talking about. It gives you that, inside. You know what I mean? And I don't want to build resentments. It's hard. I know I have a lot of flaws, a lot of shortcomings, and I know it's not just money, right? Like, that's not the reason. It's an excuse. I can't make excuses. If we were making more money and shit, I wouldn't be an asshole. Like, no, I had to take a step back, a while ago and realized that I'm an overreactive person where I need to step back and empathize more, and I realized I wasn't doing that. So I ask you, if you're against certain policies or said person passing these, or at least trying to pass these laws so we can get some money back, please empathize with us, including yourself. We need to get some more fucking money over here. Now, you can argue all sorts of other economic shit, mumbo jumbo talk right now, but as of right now, just put more money in my fucking pocket. I know there's going to be probably somebody in the comment section that tries to tell me that's fucking stupid because X, Y, and Z is going to happen down the road. Well, you know what? I guess I'll worry about it then. I need this fucking now. What about you?
We need to start having a real serious conversation. Adults who are not financially independent, adults who cannot take care of themselves, that's a red flag. Whether it be your family or your friends. If you have someone in your life who's an adult, they over the age of 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and they cannot financially take care of themselves, we got a problem. I'm just telling you now, we got a problem because it's going to cause an issue. And guys, I'm not just talking about paying your rent. I'm talking about you ain't got no job. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't got no motion. You ain't trying to move towards something. That's a red flag. And you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You be around people who are just complacent. They got that lazy energy. They're not trying to get something else. That's entitlement. And if you don't put your foot down and take a step back and say, hey, I'm going to get away from this, that energy will seep into your life and they will not care. I just want people to understand that money is extremely important. And people who don't take their money seriously, especially as adults, who don't actually try to build with it and save it so they can grow, that's going to cause a lot of problems for a lot of people around them because they can't take care of themselves. Therefore, other people have to take care of them. They're adult babies.
This might be a bit unpopular and harsh, but quitting your job for mental health is a privilege that not a lot of people are able to do. I saw this comment that had said a lot of people give advice that they've never had to take, and I couldn't agree more with that. You'll see those videos of people saying, oh, I'm quitting my job today because it's allowing me mentally, all this other stuff. What they aren't telling you is they have extensive support from family, friends, partners, whatever, that will keep them afloat until they are able to find something else. It's by no way a fault to them. This is not something that they have to feel bad for or sorry for. But for people who might be seeing this in different situations, this is not applicable to you. If you do not have family that is willing to help you, if you do not have a partner that is willing to financially support you, if you grew up very poor, or you do not have a lot of money currently, this is unfortunately something that you are going to have to skip out on and tough it out. You will feel the effects of a lack of income very quickly. If another form of employment lined up, then that's different. But even something like taking a significant pay cut in honor of your mental health, unfortunately, is not something that many people have the privilege to do. So yeah, most of the videos probably aren't applicable to you.
I know money is like a very taboo topic, so feel free to not answer, but I am just so curious for people who are in their late 20s to early 30s who don't have kids. How much money are you guys spending a month? Not including your rent, because that's so different depending on where you live. Because I look at my credit card every month and I'm like, literally, how did I spend that much money when I really don't think that I live very crazy? Like, granted, I eat out more than the average person, but other than that, and I'm like, what's normal? What is like a normal amount to be spending just to have like bills, groceries, the occasional meal out? I don't even really shop anymore. Like, I'm curious if I'm like way over the average or about average or below average. So again, not including your rent, and I don't even have a car. I'm so curious. So if you're open to sharing, I would love to hear. And no judgment to anyone. Judgment-free zone.
I know what I hate. I hate going in the store with people and they just want to walk in and walk out. I understand that all the time, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to spend money, or all the time you might not have it. That's cool. But see, the thing with me, when you go in the store with me, please expect for me to walk out the store with something. I hate going in the store with people, and then when we go up in there, I pick up a buggy full of stuff and we make it to the cash register, and they sit here looking at me like I'm crazy. Girl, what the hell you looking at me for? I came in the store for a reason. Y'all already know how I get down. Like, I love to spend money. Spending money is my favorite thing to do besides talking. Like, I just have to spend money. Like, it's like, the thing is too, because I don't have a scarcity mindset where it's just feel like, oh my God, I'm not gonna have it tomorrow, so I can't spend it today. No, I'm gonna spend it today and I'm gonna have it back 10 times fold tomorrow. Like, what are you talking about? This is life. Y'all gotta learn how to enjoy life rather than trying to worry about things all the time. Like, you got to get to that point to not have to worry. I understand that, but like, come on, enjoy life. I'm gonna spend money because it's gonna come back regardless. Money is energy, y'all. Money is energy.
It's pretty fucking hard trying to get your finances together when you're hit left to right with bills, payments. And I'm like, I feel like I'm like drowning in my fucking debt, and I'm working all these fucking hours, and it's like, it's not going away. It's not going away. And then, like, I'm trying to save too, and that money that I'm saving for both my emergency fund and my savings, that's about to be fucking zero too. Like, I would say February might be my restart month with everything.
A lot of the times when we are younger, we make horrible financial choices and dig ourselves into a hole pretty much. And then it is the hardest thing to dig ourselves out of that hole. It literally feels impossible, especially if you have a lot of debt. It feels like you are climbing a very steep hill. It's one of the most draining things that anyone can experience. But it is not impossible for anyone who really wants it.
Are you in your 20s and constantly stressed about money? This is for you. If not, thanks for stopping by. You can keep scrolling. I am constantly stressing about money. I've been waking up every single day just stressed about the stability of money. I feel like we all hear that in our 20s we're supposed to be having the time of our lives, traveling, discovering ourselves, trying new things and all that. But I'm like, how do I do that when I don't have the money for it? Like, in our 20s, we're just now starting our careers. We're not earning the most that we are going to be earning in our lives, hopefully. We're supposed to be saving up for our future. How are we supposed to be doing all of that, discovering ourselves and saving and just living life? Gone to the point where I just feel so guilty for spending any money. I also am scared about the stability of money. I think that comes from, I'm self-employed, I work for myself. People think is really freeing, but I carry the fear of, like, technically all of my clients that I have could just decide that they don't want to work with me anymore. And trust me, that has happened. Every single one of my clients has walked out on me at one point, and I was left with 0 clients for like a week, and I was like terrified. I feel like that makes me scared about the stability of the money that I'm earning. Times I've contemplated just getting another like part-time or full-time job just so I can get stability, like a stable paycheck in. Just baffles me because I love working for myself. Baffles me how much money can control your life or like control your life decisions. Like, I know I hated working full-time. I was so depressed, so unhappy, and yet just the thought of having stable money is making me reconsider it. Like, that's crazy. I don't really have any answers or any advice for anyone feeling this way, so I'm really sorry. I'm just making this to let you know, if you're feeling this, you're not alone. I'm with you too, and yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay. I don't understand it. Every week somebody call me talking about, man, I want to make some money. You got something I can do? Come on. You 30, 40 years old and you still trying to, what you call it? Get on your feet? Nah, it's a lifestyle. It's a way of life. Okay? That's what you're doing. And when somebody call you with something really going on, some real money to be made, you busy. How you broke and busy? Somebody tell me, why is it you got all these broke people out here, and when you call them, tell them you want to give them something to do, they busy? How can they be broke and busy? I don't get it. Somebody got to explain it to me. My brother Keelan said, well, you know, Kev, big bro, you know, broke is a full-time job. And he laughed, but he's serious. Being broke must be a full-time job, because everybody I know that's broke is busy.
I cannot wait for the day when I don't have to work and do school. Like, I am so ready for the day.
I'm 23 years old, first full-time job as a teacher, and I have realized any career path I take, I will never feel fully satisfied. So let me preface this by saying I was talking to my aunt and my twin sister the other day at our 4th of July pool party. So cliche, I know. Anyways, we were getting to talking, and my sister was speaking about how she's so passionate about speech-language pathology. That's what she's studying in grad school. And then my aunt and my sister, they both look at me and they go, Lexi, I think you're kind of just passionate and like everything, and I can just see you like working jobs to pay the bills so you can do things you enjoy, which is like helping others and like kind of finding new like facets through that. And I was like, you kind of described that perfectly. Because I was also talking to my dad the other day, and he was like, Lexi, like you have so much knowledge about like mental health, nutrition, blah, blah, blah. What can you do with that? And I was like, well, I probably have to like go to school, get certified in something, you know, because ultimately that's my career goal, is to possibly maybe open up like something that girls can like come in, eat some food, play some games and feel normal, mental health, sports. I don't know. But I'm so passionate about everything that I'm passionate about nothing at the same time. And any job I have is never going to fill my cup up because I want to do so many things. I hate being stuck doing one thing. And that's where I'm really struggling with. And I'm literally 23.
Don't let anybody shame you for wanting to make a lot of money or wanting multiple streams of income. Because although we know the truth is that money doesn't buy happiness and it isn't the answer to every problem, it sure is a solution to many of them.
I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.